Hello, anatomy students. Today we're going to tell you some things about holes in your skull. We're going to start out on the inferior aspect of the skull, the foramen magnum. It's the largest hole on your skull where your spinal cord is going to pass through. Next, we have the carotid canal. Carotid canal is just lateral to the foramen magnum, and it's more of a tube shape than just a hole. All right, one on each side. Next, we have the foramen lacerum. Okay, foramen lacerum. You have two of them, which are just anterior to the foramen magnum. Next, we have a little hole, the greater palatine foramen. Two of them, which are on the roof of your mouth, which of course is your palate. Next, we have just posterior to your incisors, the incisive foramen. So right behind your front teeth is the incisive foramen. Next, the inferior orbital fissure. So inferior is going to be under your eye, inferior orbital fissure. Our next hole is the infraorbital foramen. All right, it's just going to be inferior to your orbit and one on each side. Next, we have the superior view of the foramen magnum. All right, so we're inside your skull here. Lateral to the foramen magnum is the hypoglossal canals. Again, one on each side. Next, we have the jugular foramen. Right, again, anterior and lateral to the foramen magnum. Next, we have the internal acoustic meatus, and that just means your inside ear hole. And again, that's going to be anterior and lateral to the foramen magnum. And next, we have a tiny little hole, foramen spinosum. It's going to be anterior to the internal acoustic meatus is the foramen spinosum. Little bitty hole. Next, we have an oval-shaped hole, the foramen ovale. Okay. And again, one on each side. And following that, we have the foramen lacerum. All right, they look a little bit like a laceration. And one on each side. Foramen lacerum. And finally, we have a little small hole, the foramen rotundum, which are tucked up under the wings of the sphenoid bone, the lesser wing of the sphenoid bone. All right, hope that helps your studies.